What's up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are back taking a look at Dishonored. This is mission number 7, the Flooded District, and they've jailed a superhuman with a little bit of plywood up above. Probably not a very smart idea with Mr. Corvo. So the first thing, there's a couple of items you can grab that'll help you out, some mana and some health and food. So next we are going to jump over here, and as you go up these steps, be careful. There are 2 people upstairs. Eventually one of them will start walking off, but don't go up just yet. There's one more, as you see as I tiptoe up here. There's one more with his back up against the wall. So what I did was I just waited for him to start moving, and then I went on ahead and made my move. Now we are in parts of the game now where they don't always follow the same path, so your path may be a little bit different. Sometimes that guy goes and lays his back up against the railing, so it just all depends. But wait for your moment, and then we are going to just bail out into the water. Now, this next little section that you can swim over to, you'll notice that I'll use Blink, and you probably should too, because there's a lot of fish that will eat your butt in that water. So go ahead and jump over there as fast as you can. There's a chain hanging down, so I'm going to climb this. Now, there's always secondary objectives and primary objectives. We're not going to go for our gear. I mean, my God, we've played for how long without using any gear? So I don't even need my gear. So I'm just going to go for the primary objective, which is to break into this guy's base. So you'll see that there's 2 people who are patrolling. They're one of those I guess ghost assassins or something, so they can jump around in a blink of an eye, so be careful for that. Grab that key right there on the wall. Now, if you don't grab the key from the wall and you're sneaky and you feel ballsy, you can get up behind some of those assassins and actually steal a key. But if you go into that room that I just showed you, it'll probably make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and jump around to this door right here, since that guy was on that other level all the way over on the other side, so that made it real nice and easy. This next section, we are going to it looks like we're really close to the base, but you can't just run over there. There's so many people watching, so run over a little bit on the walkway and then bail out into the water. There's a couple of areas that you can get up from, but I'm just going to go up these steps. Right above me is a guy overlooking. He kind of gets alerted, but not really. I mean, he got one on me. And most of the time, whenever I was going back doing this over, he didn't even see me. So if you just move pretty quickly, then you should be able to bypass him. This next little area, get on top of that little stack or whatever it is. You notice that there's a dog out in the middle, so don't get on the ground. I'm going to blink over here into this building because there's some more mana and health, and you never know whenever you're going to need that stuff. And you'll notice that there's a guy walking over. He's going to eventually have a convo with that guy on top of the roof. In the meantime, I'm going to bail back out of the window and use this little walkway. And while he's having his conversation and while they're a little preoccupied, I'm going to go ahead and make a dash over here to this window. Now, you can go to the right and get behind the library books or whatever it is over there. But actually, I was able to do this and sneak right by these 2 people who are sitting here talking, jumping on the lights and using them. So again, we are going through here, no kills, no alerts. We are going for the Clean Hands achievement, Shadow, Ghost, a bunch of other stuff where you just play it like straight up hardcore style. That's what this is. So we're going to go ahead and sneak past those other 2. All those people were back there talking. See what happens whenever you're talking, not paying attention. So we are going to now enter the base. This guy, he has a key that we need to get in order to make it out into the sewers. So you can go through that front door, but you can also go over here. And I ended up coming from the side so that you could see everybody else in the room. There's that one other dude over there to the left, and I'll get on this book stack so you can get to see him real quick. I'm trying to get on that one, and but before I do, I have to get on this one right here. So there's an assassin to the left, and then there is our main guy right here, who is you can take him out if you want to, but I'm going for the Clean Hands, so we're going to leave him alone. But we need to get his key. So I'm going to jump over to the other bookshelf, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually blink underneath the table and hide out. And he can't see you if you're hiding underneath the table. So you still got to watch out for that, guys, so be careful. But what's going to happen is this guy walks back and forth. He's pacing. So as soon as he starts walking to the other side, I'm going to go ahead and make my move, get back under my desk, and then I missed my desk. So luckily he didn't turn around in time. But I'm just going to jump back on that one bookshelf that we were at, and then we are ready to go upstairs. So from this next section, there are 3 different assassins who are watching. So you got that guy on the top platform. There's another guy who will spawn, and he jumps back and forth between that floor and the floor below it. We're trying to get down below them. So I'm going to blink over here on this little perch. And from what I've seen, they can't see you over here. So I stayed up here for a while without them looking. But I'm going to blink right here on this corner behind this wall because there is one more assassin right there. So be careful of him. But as soon as you see him walking away, I'm going to go ahead and blink into this room. There's a doorway. We're going to use the chain in order to go all the way down to the sewers. So as you're moving down the chain, you can kind of rest easy for right now. There's nobody really here that's going to give you any trouble. So we can just kind of run to the next little section here. And while we're just running, I would appreciate, again, every single like, every single comment, guys. It helps others actually find the video. YouTube, they look at likes, they look at comments, and so if it does really well, then they show it to other people who are searching for a guide. So I think this is a pretty darn good guide. I hope you feel the same way if you've been watching this whole series. So your like, your comments is very much appreciated. So what we're going to do is get over here on top of the left on this building, and that right there, let the bodies hit the water. We've got to get on top of that little train cart. And by the way, if you're ever in the middle of a plague, dumping dead bodies into the water is probably not a good thing. So you saw that I turned around behind me. There's all kinds of windows. We're just going to continue going up. So we're going to go up as high as we can. In a couple of these rooms is a little bit of food, which will give you health, which you probably need it. And we're just going to keep on going as high as we possibly can. And the goal is to try to get over that train cart so we can just jump on top of it once it comes back around. So now we're making our way up there, definitely. So we're just going to hang out over one of these ledges and just wait for the train cart to come on by. So once the cart gets here, I go ahead and I let it lean over, and because I don't know if I'll fall off that or not, but just playing it safe. So then I go ahead and blink on top of it as it's on its way. Now you'll notice that where we are headed, there are electrical currents, probably not a good thing to go through. So we're going to bail out right before we go through this doorway, and we're going to grab that whale oil tanker or canister out of there, and that's going to allow us to walk on this platform. Now be careful, do not step on the tracks where the cart actually rolls because it's electrical and it'll still kill you. So we just taking that whale oil out, it actually just stopped one of the security measures. So now we are in the sewers, and again, here's another little section where you can just run all the way through it and nobody's going to give you any trouble. There's nobody here. But again, we're going to have to go up a little bit before we come back down. So we're going to go up, I guess, 2 levels here, and then we'll bail out of the window, and then just right around here is the door for the sewer. So this right here actually gave me a little bit of trouble. I would turn the wheel, and then I would try to jump, and it wouldn't let me jump down, so I had to blink down in order to get down because I just wasn't fast enough, I guess. But anyway, here we are. We are in the sewers. Alright, so this right here actually isn't too bad. What we're going to do is we are going to just jump over here and grab the gate, of course, in order to open it. But there's these little creatures down here, and they're funky, and as soon as you walk in front of them, they'll start spitting on you and stuff. So move pretty quickly. But you'll see I'm now in this section where there's a bunch of survivors. Again, survivors do not care about you. So I'm just going to go over here to the left, and there's a little section that's boarded up. So we finally get to use our sword, and we're going to be, well, not moving just too quickly. You'll see that there's those things right there. They're about to spit, and they'll actually knock that barrier down for you, which I guess you can leave it there. It don't matter. But anyway, just jump on the pipeline. I recommend going pretty fast to get past that, and then there's the exit right there, people. That's all there was to it. Now, from what I understand, if you've been messing with Granny Rags, then there's some way that you can go and have a little powwow with her. But we're just doing the main objectives, and I guess because we haven't talked to Granny Rags or done anything to her, we just get to bypass all that right there. So I really don't know how that works. If somebody does, they can comment in the section below. So there you go, the Flooded District. Stay tuned for more Dishonored. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. Thanks for watching.